Hey everybody, Deb LaFlamme from For the Love of Your Biz. Monday, and I am whipping up a Facebook Live for you for a couple of reasons, but as you guys get on, I'm going to go ahead and share to my page. Say hello in the comments below. This will be quick, but I have lots of ideas that I want to share with you that I didn't want to go out of my head. That happens a lot when I have ideas. So I do have my notebook here. I have a couple of ideas for you. Super excited for those of you that can join me live because, of course, when you come to the party, you get the goodie bag, which means you get to ask the questions and get your questions answered. If you are just joining us or joining me, I'm Deb LaFlamme. I am the Chief Ideapreneur at For Love of Your Biz, here to help you figure out ways for you to market your business better in your way, your own way. There is no roadmap, blueprint, textbook, video course that is going to tell each of us how to do it. You might be able to be guided, but the truth is you have to do it in your way, with your voice, reaching your dream client, and I am here to help you do that. So if you're here, say hello in the comments below and tell me how you got here. Are you here because you got a notification? Are you here because you got an email? Are you here because you're in my group? I know that many of us outside of Boston are feeling a little sad and low today, but our beloved Patriots did not win the Super Bowl, but that's okay because we have won before. And I said to my husband last night, it's about time our kids realize that we don't always win. One of the teams had to win, and as Tom Brady's wife said, better for sure that someone who hasn't won yet is getting the trophy. So I say use it as a creative way to work harder, be better, bring your team together, all of those nice things. So let me just share to my group, and then I will put my laptop down so I can focus. If you got a notification, you saw that the thought of the whole theme of this Facebook Live, in fact, is people only know what they know. And if you can just remember that statement, when you are coming up with messaging to market your business better, when you are coming up with graphics to market your business better, when you are coming up with subject lines and content for your email, I promise you it will help you market your business better. And I'll tell you why in a moment. Hold on one second. All right, we are good. Okay, so thanks for being here. Oh, hey, Beth and Nancy. Good, I'm glad. This might be a good time for us to do Facebook Lives. Let me just put this down. Okay. So I've said it before, I'll say it again. People only know what they know. And we as business owners tend to make assumptions that everybody knows what we do, who we serve, who our products are for, who our services are for, and how they can get it. And I want to tell you, remember, people only know what they know. And unless you have delivered your message, your product, your service on a silver platter to them, every single time you have something to offer, they don't necessarily know what you do and who you serve every single time. I am a marketing strategist, and I know this to be true. I know that oftentimes I put out information, and unless I am really clear about what the offer is and who it's for, chances are my dream client is not going to see it, or maybe not necessarily right away. So I want you to remember this every single time you are marketing, whether you are putting together a subject line or an email campaign or an Instagram post or crafting something for Messenger. I want you to remember that you are to be talking to your dream client as if it's the first time they've heard this from you. For a couple of reasons, but one major reason why is because they have a ton of information coming at them all the time on every platform, in their inbox, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Messenger, on YouTube, on Netflix, on TV, in the groups on Facebook, on pages on Facebook. Think of all of the information that you have coming at you, okay? You too are a consumer. So you need to see things multiple times over and over again so that it connects with you and makes a mark in your head, right? The goal as marketers is to stay in the heads of our dream clients. And the only way to do that is to keep repeating the message. And of course, you'll do it in creative ways. You'll come up with different ways to say the same thing. Maybe your graphics will be a little different. Of course, it will be consistent with your branding, your messaging, your colors. But people only know what they know. And if you're not right here in their head when they need you, they will find someone else, right? So you can't say, oh, they already know that. Or they know my website, I don't need to give it to them. Or they know how to get in touch with me, so they'll get in touch with me when they need something from me. So I'll give myself as an example. I'm going to talk about my business. When I create a post and I want you guys to take action, or I want to give you an opportunity to reach out to me, I will say, message me or comment below, or here's my email address, deb@fortheloveofyourbiz. Or use Messenger to reach out to me. So I don't make assumptions that you know what I do and who I serve and what I can offer you. Even if you have been connected to me for 5 years, 10 years, I still want you to know what I can offer you so that when you need it, you know that it's there for you. Okay? So I want you guys to remember that people only know what they know, and they may not even know it until they need it. So you do need to repeat messaging. Remind people who you are, what you do, what you bring to the table, how they can get it every time. Okay? So if you're just joining me, say hello in the comments below. So excited that you guys are here. The thought for today's Facebook Live is making sure that your dream clients know what it is you offer and not making assumptions, because what happens when you assume, right? You make an ass out of you and me. I don't know who taught me that, but it's always been in my head when I hear the word assume. So I'm going to challenge you guys. I want you to start thinking about what can you do today to market your business better. Over the weekend, I gave some fun ideas for social media posts surrounding the Super Bowl. And I did a quick query in my social post group. If you're not in that group yet, make sure you join, about how those marketing posts went for you. How did it go? Did you get engagement? Did you get likes? Did you get comments? Did people enter your giveaways or your contests? Was it something different than you normally did, or is it something that you always do? So let me know in the comments below if you were able to come up with a post that worked for your brand surrounding or connecting the Super Bowl, because it is about being creative. It is about being consistent. It is about being in the heads of the people for things that maybe aren't selling your products or services, so that when in fact you do show up and say, hey, I have something for you, they're already there listening, right? So it is very hard to turn on the faucet after the faucet's been off. You have to do that constant dripping. Like if you go away and it's cold outside and you know the temperature is going to drop, you might leave that faucet dripping slowly to get the water constantly moving through those pipes, right? And so that helps to keep things flowing and consistent. And the same thing goes with your marketing. So let me just take a second to say hi to everybody. Hey, Beth, Nancy, Chris, hi. Hello, Young, Maribeth. Young says, yes, I did a couple, and the second about hosting or going to a party got tons of engagement and dialogue. I love that. I love that. Just a question of, are you hosting or going to a party? I mean, it can't be easier. People want you to make it easy for them, and you should make it easy, because the easier it is, the more apt you are to get a response, to get feedback. Remember, social media is a two-way street. Put out some information, get some information back. Create a conversation, get some conversation back. It is so important that you remember that it's not, here's my product, here's my service, here's my link, here's my launch, here's my website, here's my recipe. Like, here's my recipe. What else? What are you going to do? Like, you could even do, I love sweet potatoes. And Maribeth, I'm thinking about you because I think you had sweet potatoes in your chili or something. But you basically would say, I bought a bunch of sweet potatoes this week. I'm going to be making blank. And what would you make with your sweet potatoes? Like, you have to create conversation. And over time, because it doesn't happen overnight, unfortunately, over time, the people that follow you will become more familiar with your type of marketing, your type of messaging. And I know this to be true because when I steer from the norm and I try to be like everybody else, those posts do not do as well as when I'm in my own voice, I'm in my own space, I'm in my own head, I'm in my own business. People can tell, your customers can tell. And over time, they've learned to hear your voice and your energy, and they just know that it's you or you just going through the motions. Okay, there's a big difference. All right, so tell me, what can you do this week to market your business better in a way, keeping on this theme of educating your following, your followers, your people, educating them about what you do without it being like, hey, I'm Deb LaFlamme and I own For the Love of Your Biz. And these are the services and products I offer. So not your about me video, not your about me page on your website. Think outside the box, but think on brand. What can you do to get people who may or may not know what you're doing, what you serve, what you offer, and might need it? So I'll give you an idea. Maybe you network online with someone who's in a similar group, who's in a group with you, and you feel you can co-market with them. Maybe you have the same audience or similar audience, same demographic. That's one idea. One idea is to connect with like-minded businesses and come up with a way to work together to serve your dream client. That's one way that you could do it. So I'm happy to give you guys that idea. Yes, ask easy questions. Maribeth, asking simple questions always gets good engagement. You have to, don't overthink it. And if you haven't yet downloaded my 18 social post ideas, simple concepts like asking a question is listed in there. So refer back to those 18 social post ideas. And if you haven't yet grabbed that, I will drop the link right here so that those of you that are here live or watching the replay can grab those ideas and get the benefit from them as well. It's a free download with 18 social post ideas to help you market your business better in 2018. I know that the creative well runs dry. I know. And I know that I have to step away and recharge my battery often because I'm always coming up with creative ideas for you guys to market your business better. But you got to be creative because that's how you stand apart from the rest. So another thought that I want to say to you, I finished up those rounds of strategy calls that I had that people grabbed for January and February. And the first question that I started every single strategy call with this year, every time I got on the phone with these folks who wanted my support, I said to them, and I want you to write this down, what sets you apart from your competition? What makes you different? And I know if you watched a Facebook Live a couple weeks ago with Brandy, Sales, and I, we talked about how video can help you stand apart. But before the video, before Facebook, before an email campaign, I want you to write down this in your book, in your journal that I hope you guys are using. You should all have a journal or a notebook. It doesn't have to be fancy. Spiral bound is fine. That says, market my biz better. And this book should be all of your marketing ideas. Webinars, workshops, graphics, social post ideas, blog topics, you name it, podcast ideas, video ideas, subject lines for emails that aren't written yet. All that should go in your notebook. But today I want you to write this down. I want you to answer this question for me. You don't have to answer it now, but I want you to think about this question. What sets you apart from your competition? There are a million people that claim to do exactly what I do, or vice versa. I claim to do what they do. But there's only one Deb LaFlamme who does it in Deb LaFlamme's voice, in Deb LaFlamme's way, with Deb LaFlamme's style. And again, people only know what they know. So what are you going to do to market your business better? How can you identify and stand out from the rest? How can you stand out from the rest? What makes you different? I want you to think about that. And if right now I'm getting your juices flowing and you're thinking, yes, she's right, I need to identify what sets me apart, give me some likes or hearts or something. I want to see that you guys are hearing me loud and clear. I want you to do the work. Your business deserves you to take the time to do the work to identify what sets you apart, what makes you different. Because as far as I'm concerned, as far as your customers and followers and fans are concerned, you might just be like everybody else. Why should they hire you? Why should they buy from you? Why should they join your program and your mentorship? These are the things that you have to answer. And honestly, these are the answers that you need to market your business better. No course, no webinar, no workshop. You don't need any of that. I promise you, you don't need any of that. What you need is support. You need accountability. You need to know the answers to these questions. Sure, you can be trained on things like how to use Canva and how to use that YouTube channel and get your videos up there, like systems. That's fine. Like, yes, you could absolutely get systems trainings and tech trainings and how to use these programs to make your life easier and how to use a schedule. Sure, that's fine. But nobody can tell you how to market your business better until you do the work and identify what sets you apart, what makes you special. So you guys know my story about the pen, right? There's the two people with identical pens. What is so special about you and your pen that makes people want to buy your pen 99.999% of the time over the person standing next to you with the pen? Those are the questions you guys should be asking. So that's my thought for today. And I'm actually going to come on tomorrow and Wednesday and probably Thursday and check in on you guys and see if you are doing the work to answer these questions. Because I promise you, if you can identify what sets you apart, then you will be able to market your business better every single time. And it's about you, but it's also about what you offer, your services and your products. Okay? So one last thing I want to tell you about is this is the type of work that we do in my monthly membership. Okay? This is the last 4 days where the membership is now open. Everyone who joins gets access to 6 months of content that we started in August. I'm excited about the membership and what it has in store for you, all of you that join us for 2018. This is the work that we are doing in the Love Your Biz retreat. And for those of you that don't know what it is, I'm going to tell you, just like the premise of this Facebook Live is that people only know what they know. And the Love Your Biz mentorship, it's not even a mentorship. I just said that wrong. The Love Your Biz membership, which is called the Love Your Biz retreat. And it's called a retreat because it's like an island. It's like where you would decide to go for a vacation and get the support and the relaxation and the comfort that you and your business deserve every single day. You should never worry about how do I get answers to this? Who can support me while I'm going through that? This is what that membership offers you. If you guys have ever been in any of my groups, you know that I support you 110% of the way. And this membership is the lowest way, the least expensive way to get group access to me for your business, okay? So it's $88 a month. There's content in there every month, live calls, group support from me. That's really the value. I mean, when it comes down to if you want to show up for the live calls, great, but everybody who's there knows that the value is in working with me, having me hold you accountable, having me ask you questions just like this. Because if you're not willing to do the work for yourself and for your business, then all of those courses and classes and downloads that you're downloading are worth nothing because you won't have the answers to do the work. It's kind of like when you worry about having pictures for a website and everybody goes out and hires a photographer to do a photography professional photo shoot and they haven't even bought a domain name for their business. It's like, talk about putting the cart before the horse, right? You've got to do this work. And I don't care what industry you're in. There's not an industry I haven't worked with. I can't actually think of an industry I haven't yet worked with. But it doesn't matter if you're in real estate or if you're a stylist or if you're a health and wellness coach or if you're an intuitive healer or a massage therapist or an estate attorney or a chef or a pastry chef or you own a brick and mortar. It doesn't matter. You have to identify what sets you apart from your competition before you can market your business better. And this is just one of the things, one of the levels that we work on in the Love Your Biz retreat. So I welcome those of you that are looking to gain support and looking to have not someone like me, looking to have me and many other passionate business peers who are already in the group support you and hold you accountable. Then I invite you to look at the details of the Love Your Biz retreat. And there's a monthly option or there's an annual option. And the annual option allows you, you get 2 months free for the year, which is pretty awesome. But I love the fact that I've created a space online where I can help you and support you. You get group access to me in the group. We have live calls. I do have experts lined up for February, March, and April so far to help me help you, because I know I can't do it alone. I know that my expertise only goes so far because I've done the work and identified what sets me apart. But one of the things that people keep telling me over and over again is if I don't have the answer, I always find someone who does, because I want you guys to be successful, because ultimately your success is my business. That is what I spend my time doing and thinking about, is how so many of you could be marketing your business better. And I know some of you watching now or maybe watching the replay have gotten some of that support from me, even if we're not currently working together. If I have an idea for you, if I see something online, oftentimes you might get a message from me, and it's really, you haven't asked for it, but I feel like you need to know this information. You need to see what's out there. You need to see how you have the bigger potential to market your business. And I want to be a part. I want to offer that to so many more people, which is why I have reopened the doors to the Love Your Biz retreat. It is only going to be open until February 8th. Today is the 5th. So I invite all of you to take a look. I'll drop the link below. I invite you to join me and the other passionate business people in the Love Your Biz retreat for the next 4 days. It's open. I would love to have you there. Again, it offers you group access to me and the other members. And it's my mission to make sure you guys have what you need to market your business better. And it's not a course. It's not a free download. It is support, it is accountability, and it is someone asking you the questions that you need to answer in order to move your business forward. I know this because I lived it, and I thank you guys for listening to me today. I thank you for wanting to do the work. Again, your success is my business. I want you to market your business better, and this is just one of the ways I can support you. So with all my heart, thank you for allowing me the time today. And I will drop all the links in, and I hope that you guys will go and grab your marketing notebooks and do the work and figure out what sets you apart. Thank you guys so much.